Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Grams, drum majors Senior Grace Smith, Senior Briella Morgan, Junior Annika Thumer, and Junior Kai Zhang. Our color guard tonight, Cadet Chief Petty Officer Carson McQueen, Cadet Seaman Apprentice Blackwell Little, presenting the Navy flag. Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Zachary Dana is on the right rifle, and Cadet Chief Petty Officer Robert Bussman with the left rifle.
Hello high school sports fans, and welcome to a windy, rainy October evening here at South Kitsap High School as we get ready for tonight's homecoming football game. Not only do we get to watch another exciting game, but we get to see the crowning of South Kitsap's royalty. As always, we're live on South Kitsap TV, SKTV via Sound Digital Cable, and you can catch every thrilling moment in HD for free on YouTube. No fees, just pure football excitement. I'm Phil Nanger. Alongside me are Brian Pickard and Troy Larson. Tonight, your 3-3 South Kitsap Wolves are poised to face off against the 4-2 Emerald Ridge Jaguars in this highly anticipated homecoming match. Let's gear up for an unforgettable night of school action, football action, and school spirit. Brian, Troy, we were here a few weeks ago for their first loss, and unfortunately we've had a couple more. They're on a 3-game losing streak once they hit this SPSL league. So, some stiffer competition for sure.
Yeah, for sure, Phil. So first thing I've noticed since we were out here last time, the wardrobe in the closet has definitely changed. I remember we were in here in shorts and T-shirts not too long ago, just a couple of weeks. The weather has changed. It looks like it's a little blistery, and we even looked at the weather report prior to the games, and it looks like maybe even some nastier weather's only a couple miles away from us, right, Phil? So it definitely feels like football. It's definitely fall. The kids should be super excited, but it has a different feeling in the air for sure tonight.
Absolutely. I just checked out the flag, and it's pretty well straight out and blowing from looking at the screen from right to left. So the elements will probably be a factor to a certain degree. But anytime you hit the South Puget Sound League, the competition goes way up. It's well regarded, if not the top, one of the top competitive leagues in the entire state. Annually they have 2, 3, sometimes 4 teams that are in the top 4. So it's a good league. It's a good competitive league, and South this year has showed that they're picking things up and they're competing, and it's fun to see, and it's fun to hear with the kids' excitement of it.
Yeah, and the bigger picture today, really, I mean, we're all here for the football game. We all get it, but we saw awesome pictures of the band out there beforehand, and tonight is homecoming, as Phil mentioned earlier. And ironically, I had one of my daughters home for dinner tonight earlier, who was a South Kitsap graduate, and one of the things she said to me at dinner was, "Is the band still really popular and big, Dad, up at the high school?" And verification, check that box. Yes. Again, soft count with me up here in the booth. I counted, there's 15 rows of 8+ band members. So there's over 130 students still participating in South Kitsap Band, which is phenomenal. 35+ cheer squads ranging from all kinds of ages down below. So we're here for the football game. I get it. That's what drags everybody here. However, it's a much bigger picture than that, and I love to see all the student involvement across the board.
Yeah, and it's going to be an interesting night. Like Brian was saying, very windy. Wind is coming from the south, I believe.
Wow, which usually means bad weather coming, right, Phil?
Yep. Yeah. And South did win the coin toss, but they elected to defer, so they will be kicking off to Emerald Ridge, and we'll get to see how our defense can hold up. So
us locals understand that weather from the north is bad, weather from the south is worse, right?
And there's a near full moon, which I would think would favor the Wolves.
You'd hope so. So here's a kick. Eventually, here we go. So it's going to be a short kind of kick off to the sideline. It's going to go straight out of bounds at about the 17, so that'll be a flag, and take over, I believe, at the 35-yard line. So one of the things about this is, thank God we have this field. Honestly, this is
1,000% agree.
If you think about a rainy night in October, 10, 12 years ago, the field would have been a complete mud ball by now. And you see these white uniforms. I don't think you can see a single number even after warm-up. So
no, 100% to praise to Kitsap Bank and a lot of the community members and a lot of the community leaders. But and it's not just for football; it's for PE classes during the week for the students. It's for the kids that play soccer, lacrosse. It's multi-dimensional. This is not just a football field, Phil. So that is an excellent point, and we're very, very thankful across the community.
So Emerald Ridge starts with a sweep out to the right, and they're going to pick up about 8 yards there on that play. So that was carried by, was that number 5, I think? Robert Lutz? No.
I thought it was number 8.
Number 8, Joshua Moultrie.
So, Phil, as you mentioned in the beginning, that's Emerald Ridge is 4-2 overall, and South is 3-3. But South got off to a quick start. Emerald Ridge, and they have a couple common opponents, which we'll get to here in a second.
So Emerald Ridge lines up with 2 receivers to the left, two backs going to take it up the middle this time. And it's going to be right at the first down marker. You got to get to the 45. It looks like he's right there.
So we apologize. So I don't know if we should call him Malcolm tonight or Mal. We found it all over the internet, and both were in both languages. But Malcolm Akufo is the leading rusher for Emerald Ridge, and he's a freshman, Phil and Brian. So, oh my smokes, we're going to see him for the next 4 years at Emerald Ridge.
Yep, it's good back, and that's we've had that occasionally. South gets back. They must not have crossed the line because in high school that's kind of automatic. But so we have 2 backs and receivers to the left, going again, running off to the right side. South is there, makes the stop for about a yard gain.
You see a play like that, and you think, okay, that was well scouted. They knew what was coming, and was able to stop it for. Looks like I was going to say no gain, but about a 1 yard gain. And just to show you the wind factor here, you're going to see when we pan out here, you're going to see a big, it stopped, of course. Take away my example. There's a bag on the field, which I hope they see so that nobody trips over it.
So again, 2 receivers to the left, going to be a sweep off to the left-hand side this time. Puts shoulder down, is going to gain about 6 yards. So that's Malcolm again with that run.
Hard run, good stop by the Wolves. So back to the common opponents, Phil and Brian. They said that the Wolves are 3-3 and Emerald Ridge 4-2 in the years, and they do have 2 common opponents. And Emerald Ridge has beaten both of those opponents, and South has lost both of those opponents. So records may be a little bit deceiving, and the Wolves have definitely an uphill battle tonight.
So it's going to bring up about 3rd and a long 3. This time we have 2 receivers off to the right-hand side. And again, run this kind of T formation with both backs there. Quarterback's going to go back and throw. Quick pass to the tight end. It's number 12, their leading receiver, Logan Lipscomb, with the catch. And he's going to get the first down, gaining about 6 yards.
Yeah, it's actually a nice pass, isn't there? There's an old saying, like, you cannot protect a perfect pass and route. Right, Phil? So it's good job by Logan, like you mentioned, who's Emerald Ridge's leading receiver at just over 71 yards per game.
So Emerald Ridge start out with a decent drive here. See if South defense can stiffen up. Coming out, they have single back this time. And 3 receivers over on the left, single to the right here. And it's going to be pass all the way. Short pass inside.
Almost knocked down. Good pursuit by the Wolves.
Yep, and they're going to actually lose yardage on that play. Losing about 2 yards. The receiver slipped, making his cut, and I think he hit the ground even before the Wolves get there, but Wolves were there.
Looks like a
Wolves
loss.
were there, well covered.
Looks like a loss of Strong, too.
So that brings up 2nd and 12. So good opportunity for the Wolves defense. Make a couple plays here and hopefully get off the field. I don't think you're going to see a long field goal in this direction, though. Try, but let's see.
Old Glory is going straight north tonight over there at the end of the end zone.
So 2 receivers on both sides. It's going to be a run. That's that freshman again. He's going to gain about 4 yards, 5 yards. So
Malcolm Akufo, he runs hard. I can tell. I mean, it's not like we have a lot of experience in watching them, but you can tell right away that he gets his shoulders super square. He's running north and south.
He's a big kid, 225.
Big kid.
He
running
gets
hard.
a rumbling, and that's, lowers the shoulder.
So up until this point, I believe the Jaguars have converted on their first 2 third down conversions. Correct, Phil?
Correct.
Brian? So big play for the Wolves here. Definitely.
3rd and 6. So, again, 2 receivers to each side. You assume they'd be going for it. It's going to be a little swing pass to the halfback. And he's out of bounds at the first down marker.
Almost where they mark it.
It's going to be
close.
Dependent on where they spot it, but that was. Let's see where they mark it out there. Is actually a nice design play, and that is 3 for 3 for the Jaguars, converting on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Yep, they give him the first down. They moved the ball up a little bit on the spot and gave the first down to him. So to hang on, reset the chains, folks. So this time we go back 2 receivers to the right, but it's going to be up the middle.
Oh,
And that's stuffed. Met hard by a pack of wolves there. I mean, that was met by 2 or 3 people.
That's my line, Phil.
Yeah, I know.
The pack of wolves. You took it from me early.
So that's Joshua Moultrie with the carry there.
Met by a stiff defensive line of the interior of the Wolves. Very good tackle. Very sure tackle, actually, Phil. There was no wrapped up and stopped in his tracks there.
Brings up second and a long 9, short 10. Another run play off the right-hand side, and this is going to go in, loads the shoulders, going to pick up 9 yards.
Joshua Moultrie on the run. He's also a big kid, a big student that runs square too, Phil.
6'1", 220.
Yeah.
Going to bring up third and about a foot. So, and this is kind of what I heard of Emerald Ridge's offense. They really like to pound it. They'll pick
5
up
yards
5,
at a pop,
6
6 yards at a pop.
Gets it done.
Well, this would be their 4th straight third down conversion if they're able to compete on or convert on this.
So another
handoff to the
handoff,
freshman.
and he's broken on through and down to the 5-yard line. So that is a 15-yard, 16-yard run by the freshman. So
he is a load, man. He gets going.
He's quick too. Brings up first and goal from the 4-yard line. Another handoff straight back to him. Why not? Driving his feet.
Number 8.
And he's
back up to Joshua.
in for the touchdown.
So the Jaguars didn't seem any need to huddle on that time. Quick play. Wolves did not get a chance to set on defense. So pretty impressive first drive by the Jaguars. A couple third down conversions. Ran the ball super strong. They did have 1 or 2 negative plays, but quickly recovered from those.
Yeah, definitely going to need to make some defensive adjustments. I think you're going to have to bring safeties up and really try to plug some holes here if you're South. So here's the extra point. And we get a flag on the play. So
maybe encroachment on the Wolves, I see, Phil, from our vantage point. Not sure where they're going to move the ball up. Do they move the ball up a yard?
Yep.
Yard and a half.
Yard and a half. Well,
yep.
Probably the try.
Not a math major, Brian. So half a 3 is 1.5, right? So yard and a half closer. I still couldn't make it from there, but maybe the Emerald Ridge will have an opportunity
decline.
here.
Yeah, so they're declining the penalty, and you can actually get too close for your field goal kicker.
Oh,
It
to
can
get
make them
elevation.
uncomfortable. So that's number 26. 26. I don't have a name for him. So
It's number 26 for Emerald Ridge. He's a kicker.
and it is.
Oh, he hit the upright.
He hit that thing square.
But good. Oh, it's number. Is that 25? 25.
Zion Jose Antonio hit the upright. So with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left to go, it's Emerald Ridge Jaguars 6. South Kitsap Wolves have yet to see the ball in this first quarter, so they'll get their first opportunity here. So, Phil, coming into this game, and Brian, just a couple statistics. So Emerald Ridge, they have scored 122 points over their first 6 games and given up 88. So that designates a win right there. South, on the other hand, has scored 185, but they have given up 168. And if we're being fair and honest about this, South scored the majority of those points in the first 3 games. They had some offensive outburst on there. So, again, a struggle to have, and with 5 minutes left in the first quarter, they'll get the first opportunity to show what they have on offense.
Yep. Back to receive for South Kitsap is number 1, Bowden Harvey, and number 13, Devontae Sellers. So kicking into the win, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. See what sort of distance this kicker has.
Be interested to see when South comes out at their first opportunity on offense, Brian and Phil, on see if Bryson Clay took a couple notes from watching Emerald Ridge running game on the first thing, and see how they go in the on their first possession here.
So South has picked it up. Good job by Bowden Harvey. Pick up and get about 10, 12 yards. So
Yeah, I was getting a little nervous there. It was kind of like, pick that up. It's a live ball.
yeah, exactly. I was with you. I'm like, come on, guys. So
He was waiting for it to bounce right. He did well. He did well.
All's
but
well that
made
ends
made
well.
all three of us nervous up here.
All's well that ends well.
South takes over 1st and 10 at their own 32, so decent field position for them, and let's see if they can South can put together a drive. Emerald Ridge is supposed to have a very strong defense, so this will be our first test. South opens up one back and man each side, receiver each side. It's a run to number 34, Bryson Clay, and he's going to pick up looks like they're going to give him about 3 yards.
I was going to say, yeah, forward progress gave him about 3. Yep, 2nd and 7.
So in a way, two similar offenses. Neither one puts the ball in the air too often, but they both want to run if they can.
And watch on Emerald Ridge's the Jaguars defense tonight. They're led by their middle linebacker Carson Cody, who has almost averaging 10 tackles, about 9.8 per game.
And Bryson
he's-
takes it
oh,
straight up the
right
middle.
at the middle.
Nice run, nice blocking there. So that'll bring a 18-yard run for Bryson. So
Man, he hit that hole. He was in it and threw it, and
I don't think he was touched to the second or maybe third level. So great blocking by the big guys up front. And Bryson's averaging 116 yards a game on the ground, so he's going to be a prideful runner tonight.
brings up 1st and 10 for the Wolves from their own 49. So right about midfield. Another handoff, another run, straight up the middle. And there he goes. He's going to pick up about 9 yards. They're going to give him the 8, so brings up 2nd and 2.
you get 6, 7, 8 yards a play. I'll take that any day, every day.
Exactly. You just keep going till you stop it, or preferably to one before they stop it, right? So.
No, super impressive drive so far. They've been running the ball effectively, so hopefully they're getting a hat up front, creating a couple gaps, and we have seen Bryson enough to know that he is fully capable to make people miss or run over him.
Another run off tackle to the left-hand side here. He's going to pick up the 1st down, gaining about 5 yards. So another nice run by Bryson. So
It's like Omosa Masiani on the tackle, and I apologize if I didn't announce that properly, but for the Emerald, for the Jaguars. I don't know. I have a little Hawaiian.
You do.
I do.
I don't even try it.
1st and 10 from the 38.
Heavy dose.
Yep, right up. Bryson taking it straight up the middle, going to gain another 4 yards there. So down to the 34-yard line.
I mean, with all due respect, I think I'm watching 1983 football here, Phil. Handed up, cross blocking up in the middle. It's fun to watch. So get a hat on a hat, beat your man, and 6 yards at a pop. It's fun to watch.
So a good drive for the South Kitsap Bulls. Brings up 2nd and 6. They're at the Emerald Ridge 34-yard line. Single receivers out to each side. And Bryson Clay is the running back, and another handoff to him. He's going to bounce it outside. Not going to go very far. We're going to get a flag. So
I couldn't see. I think it's illegal procedure, maybe.
Contents have been updated. To continue, review the updated items on your screen.
So, this is going to go against South Kitsap.
Is it a legal procedure? I didn't catch it.
As laser came in, my guess would be holding. I didn't see we had some distractions. Yeah.
There you go. Good guess.
I was going to make a point of it that
But
we're 2
replay,
minutes
2nd down.
left into the first quarter, and we had not seen a flag up until now.
You
Now
didn't
I can
Still
talk
won on the
about it.
kickoff.
Yeah. On the kickoff, we did.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
kind of don't.
So
It's
you
a
can't
penalty.
count
We
that
don't
one,
count
but-
that one.
But it's been a relatively clean game up until that holding
So
penalty there.
quick first quarter. So this is going to bring up 2nd and 16 now with the 10-yard penalty. So, again, Bryson's in single back. We have single receivers wide on both sides.
I think Bryson's carried the ball every play, hasn't he?
Pretty much, yep. That's been the call so far. And it's not going to change. So he's going to bounce it outside. Again, kind of the same play they had. Didn't go anywhere before, and it's a nice tackle by Emerald Ridge. That's number 10.
Carson Cody, their leading tackler.
And no gain on that, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 16.
Mm-hmm.
And you do that when you know you're going to go for 4 downs anyway. So
the proverbial behind the sticks on this drive so far, Phil and Brian. So 3rd and 16, maybe Franklin has got something up his sleeve here. Maybe a little.
He's got a good
Franklin
arm.
out to the far. He does.
We have two receivers on the right, receiver and tight end on the left. It's going to be pass all the way. Franklin's going to be dropped. So he does get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe gains a foot or so. I think if they'd picked up a bunch, they would have gone for it. But now, of course, he's going to punt. So back to punt for South Kitsap is number 3, Joshua Traslavina.
So as always, a lot of components to this. Correct, Phil? When you punt, there's a good snap. Got it out. Oh, it's been blocked.
It's got blocked.
Blocked by number 23 from Emerald Ridge, Jaden Palacios.
And he came
with the block. He came in unobstructed.
He came running off the sideline at the last minute, coming on into the formation. So
maybe a design play or just a late entry?
I think just a late entry, and he was probably definitely had some momentum built up. So nice play by Emerald Ridge, and puts South's defense on a hard stand here. They're at their own 39-yard line. Need to stop this Emerald Ridge offense.
38 seconds to go in the quarter. Still 6-0. Emerald Ridge Jaguars leading the Wolves.
So pass play. And that's going to be complete to number 87 for Emerald Ridge, and that's going to go for about 18 yards. Number 87 is 82?
87, I think. Mason
87?
Rodriguez on the catch.
Yep.
So actually, it was nice hands by Mason. It was. It's hard to catch the ball over your left shoulder when everybody's rolling out to the left. So nice catch. Positive play.
So 1st and 10 at the 20. It's South Kitsap 20 for Emerald Ridge. 2 receivers to the right, 2 backs this time. Back, almost bobbled it.
Back to Malcolm.
Yep.
They're going to pound
Fif-
Malcolm for a little bit here.
15 yards on that play. They're going to give him 14.
I think half of it was with 3 or 4 people on his back.
Yep. Nice. It was a nice run, nice heavy run. So,
I'd keep doing that.
first and goal for Emerald Ridge.
Till
Ball
they
on the
stop it.
South Kitsap 6-yard line.
Well, that's going to be the end of the first quarter, and they're going to go all the way down to the other end of the field here, Phil, for us. But so clearly the first quarter, really dominant run game by Emerald Ridge as up to this point with some really quick passing. But they do have, their total yards per game are, really strong. And Malcolm Akufo has been showing his presence already. So he averages over almost 70 yards a game. I think he's on track to get slightly more than that tonight if they keep handing him the rock.
He runs hard.
Hard.
The line does a good job opening up holes. He's not
Runs
getting
hard.
hit in the backfield. He's able to build momentum right away, and he's quick to line of scrimmage. There's no doubt he's very fast to line of scrimmage. So
he's definitely not afraid of contact.
no,
I'd almost say he's seeking it. So
Going back to this field, which is just an incredible field and facility for the kids. I'm looking to see, is it raining? I can't tell, but you look in the lights and you can see it. Where before all you had to do is look down in the hundreds of puddles and you can see the rain coming down. Now there's no puddles. It drains well. It's a great turf field, and here we go.
So we have 1st and goal from the 6 to start the second half. Emerald Ridge has ball. It's going to be a pitch sweep out to the left-hand side, and South is there.
good.
Nice covered.
Good defense.
Going to pick up a couple yards, but brings it down to about the 3. It looks like. Nope, they're stopping him at the 4. At the 4, so brings up 2nd and goal for Emerald Ridge.
So it's probably longer than Brian, you would know, or maybe Phil, either one of you know better than me. It's probably been longer than I want to admit that this field has been in place. It seems like yesterday, but it was probably quite a while ago, and it still looks beautiful.
So Emerald Ridge lines up 2 backs, going kind of crossing in the middle. South
Malcolm
is there.
is down again with another loss.
So
Just to continue that thought, I think all 3 of us were probably here at the grand opening of this field the night that it opened. It was
it was a South Kitsap win.
It was a South Kitsap win. It was a special night. It was,
Yep.
This place was packed and a lot of proud community members out.
I think, Brian, I think you and I were up here in the booth then. So
I believe
for
so.
That one. So
I believe so. It was quite a night, and motions running high.
Yep, for
Yep.
sure. All right, Phil, 3rd down. I see now Emerald Ridge has been effective converting these 3rd downs tonight, but let's see what happens here.
3rd and goal from the 8. It's going to be a pass play. A receiver is open in the back of the end zone, so going to get a touchdown. That is to number 5.
Robert Lutz with the catch.
So 6'5" receiver, and unfortunately for South Kitsap, we don't have many 6'5" backs. So lobbing it up there at short distance.
Well, I keep looking at the stats on these guys, and okay, he's 6'3", 225. He's 6 foot, 250. I mean, holy moly, what are they feeding them down there?
And also, I mean,
Big kids.
We're at our vantage point. We're quite a ways away, but a really nice ball by Ben Druckman, Emerald Ridge's quarterback.
Yes.
I mean, super nice throw. He's averaging almost 100 yards per game per passing, and that was a well placed ball.
Going for 2, and he's going to throw. He's got wide open receiver.
Oh, he's
he
out
bobbled
of
it.
guys. Oh,
He
I
got
think they're
it.
going to call him good.
Yep, got before he stepped out. So that's Logan Lipscomb. So that'll be two points for Emerald Ridge.
Makes it an even 14.
Yeah, so Ben has, 2 nice balls, but the touchdown ball from our vantage point was actually a really well thrown ball. There was a South defender trailing him over the shoulder, and nice catch as well. But
The ball was
Ben's-
right there where only in Emerald Ridge.
Ben's averaging just around 100 yards per game, and so good on him. That was a short pass, but well executed.
And both those passes, guys, both of them were 2 separate players who were both 6'5". So again, going against our corners and safeties is we are definitely giving up some height there.
For sure.
So Emerald Ridge is getting ready to kick off, and back to receive for South Kitsap, or number 1, Bowden Harvey, and number 13, Devontae Sellers again. So
it's I don't think. Can you hear me?
so here's the kick.
High kick, but not particularly.
But fumbled. Drops and picks
Pick
it up.
and squeeze it.
And that's going to put South in a poor field position down at the 15-yard line. So
Brian and Phil, it's weird. There's 10:20 left till halftime. The Wolves have had 1 possession of offense to this point, and they've had. I mean, they did have a good drive. They got a couple first downs and had to punt, but we don't have the statistics. But Emerald Ridge has definitely controlled the time of possession here in the first half so far.
And I think that's their model, to just keep pounding it 5-6 yards of play. I mean, you can do that all night long.
Good solid football.
So South runs up the middle with a flag in the backfield there. So we'll see what this is, what the call is.
Got to keep it clean tonight. We don't have a lot of room for, but South. The Wolves don't have a lot of room for error tonight. Looks like it's going to be another holding call on the Wolves on the interior. Yep, right in the middle of the line.
So going to push it back half the distance to the goal, and it's going to bring up first and 17 and a half, I guess. So they have to get to the 25-yard line for a first down. So We'll see where they mark it.
And the ball's on the 6, inside the 5. Let's just put it, or around the 5-yard line. Put that just outside the 5.
So
Franklin's back to pass.
Franklin
Get
back
out of the
to
end
pass.
zone. Oh,
Did he get out of the end zone? It looks like he did. They're marking him just outside inside the 1, but outside the end zone. So
Zane Turner on the pressure for Emerald Ridge. Number 22.
He came in almost untouched right at the very
Senior,
end.
senior linebacker.
Yeah.
Not a lot of room for error here, boys, on the goal line. The Wolves are stacked up against their own end zone.
now at this point, you just want to see if you can create a little bit of room on this play and then maybe do something on third down to get even more. But you just don't want to get pushed back. So get the snap here. It's going to try throwing again. Franklin's throwing deep. Oh, and that's pass interference.
Oh, there was a couple men.
Oh, my gosh.
No.
Oh, there is a flag on the play. We're not sure what for yet.
So I don't know about you guys, but I saw our receiver literally be tackled from behind.
Well, let's see if the
before
refs
ball
saw
came
the
in.
same thing.
There we go.
There we go.
So talk about saving South Kitsap because that's 15 yards and an automatic first down.
He just said still second down.
Oh, did they say second down?
Which I'd be with you, Phil. Both because I want that and also because
Kona Ice.
Well-
I mean, we don't have time to run up to the Kona Ice, do we?
So
I don't know. Somebody down in the booth. I guess we're in the booth. Somebody down in the truck.
I think I think in high school it is just a 15-yard penalty. They
15-yard
penalty. Stopped the automatic first down, but it still gets South out of a deep hole. So
Hey, good job by Franklin that time. Franklin Fox, the South Kitsap quarterback, to a little bit of pressure and at least try to get it downfield. So good job by him. Nice athletic move.
2 receivers on the right, 1 left. We're taking another pass play. He's going to go high to intend for number 8, Santiago Herrera.
I think that was number 9.
Okay, number 9, Anthony Flashke. It's at the end of the field. It's really difficult for us to see.
It is hard. I'm staring at the monitor. You're looking on the field, so that's why I was able to pick it up. I gave up trying to see what was going on down at the far end. We sit about the 20-yard line down on the south end of the field.
So this is going to bring up 3rd and 9 for South Kitsap. Again, come out with 2 receivers to the right. Receiver was open.
So, Phil, I mean, Noah Porter's been quiet so far. He's South's leading receiver, number 7, and he's spread way out to the right. So let's see if they'll connect.
Coming on back to Noah.
There you go. You're prolific
there. He's
there.
going to gain a bit, but he's not going to get enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
Nice to see Noah get engaged in the game, though. Noah is South's leading receiver up until this point in the season with just over 74 yards per game. So timely to get him involved.
4th, it's actually going to be about 4th and 2. South Kitsap probably not going to go for it, but
Great shot right there of the control room down there with the kids monitoring everything. You guys are doing an amazing job down there. Here we go.
Set the punt. That's one blocked. Okay, so we get a nice kickoff. It's bouncing. It's inside at the South Kitsap 45-yard line. So Emerald Ridge takes over from there with great field position. That was a kick into the wind for South Kitsap. Went about 20 yards. So
considering they were on what they do at one point in time, line of scrimmage was on about the 2, and
you couldn't
twice I thought they were going to get sacked.
You couldn't have squeezed a caterpillar between the ball and the end zone with South Kitsap against their own end zone. So a couple of elusive plays by Franklin. Nice little catch by Noah. Got him out a little bit of danger with the help of a penalty from the Jaguars, but they did get out of the back of their own end zone as Emerald Ridge lines up with good field position, Brian and Phil, with 8:25 left in the halftime.
1st and 10, Emerald Ridge. They start with 2 receivers to the left, single back, 1 receiver off to the right. It's going to be a sweep to the left. Nice blocking up there from front, and he's going to gain about 11 yards. We're going to give him 12, so that's going to be enough for a first down at the 33-yard line.
Malcolm
34.
Akufo back on the run.
Just on, coming up on halftime, it is homecoming, so halftime will be a little bit longer. They telling us about 20 minutes. My guess and my experience is it'll go longer than that.
So
And that's okay.
As well as it should.
And that's okay.
As well as it should.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 for the Jaguars. 2 receivers on each side. Single running back. And we'll see what the call is here. It looks like a pass play off, trying to get off the left. Throws out of bounds.
That's got to be out of bounds. Yeah. I think that was just a throwaway play after the initial receiver wasn't open. Brian and Phil, I don't know what you guys think, but I think he took one quick look and his first read was covered and was coached to.
Second was
Was the coach to throw it away at that point.
Well, since he threw it into the stands are about 30 yards off the field, I'd have to agree with you.
That was a no-doubter for sure. There was that ball is not going to be caught by anybody.
No.
That was in the field of play.
I think the guy in the second row caught it, but,
For sure.
nice catch, though.
Yeah, it was.
Not sure what we have going on with the refs here, but I think the clock stops on incomplete pass. I don't see any flags out there or anything, Phil. Oh, so there was one.
So I think that was probably supposed to be more of a quick hitter, and I think South did a good job of reading it, and he had to hold on to the ball a little bit, and that's
therefore
what
the
happens.
linemen were downfield, and the third row of the stands caught the pass.
Not the lineman's fault usually on that. It's they're doing what they're supposed to do. So quick inside handoff.
And Emerald Ridge says, "Enough of that. We're going to go back to our
To what's been
our
working.
bread and butter right up the middle with our with our big backs and our big offensive linemen."
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw a high school with two backs, very productive backs, and they're both 220 plus?
Good kids can't hold that against them. They run really hard.
They do,
I like-
absolutely.
they're fun to watch.
So that brings up 2nd and about 8, looks like. Again, two backs, 2 receivers off on the right. It's going to be pass play. Oh, and it's going to be open, so
Nice
nice
pass.
pass, nice catch. Drags him out of bounds.
Out to Robert Lutz. He's made a couple key plays tonight. So, I mean, I haven't been keeping track of it, but it sure feels like Emerald Ridge has been extremely efficient on their third down conversions tonight. So the Wolves need to correct some of that and get them off the field.
Yeah,
They've completed, 3 passes, I think, and they've been wide open. So something needs to be adjusted there, because I can't imagine that they're running anything special or different.
Well, it seems to be they're all on third down. So the Wolves just need to get off the field on third down.
so it brings up 1st and 10 from the 20. 2 receivers off on the left-hand side, 2 backs, going handoff, coming to the left-hand side. And, part of it is South has got to bring their safeties and everybody up to try to stop this run because
That looked like a bowling alley. All of a sudden, all the ball hits and pins are dropping all over the place from both sides.
So that's a run for 7 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 3 South for Emerald Ridge. Again, they're going to go back to the 2-back set. 2 receivers on the left, tight and right, and it's going to go off the right-hand side, up inside the tackle. So brings it all the way down to the 2-yard line. Going to bring up 1st and goal there for Emerald Ridge.
Emerald Ridge is not big on huddling either, guys, and maybe it's not that hard to go up to the line and say, "I'm handing it to you. You go that way. Handing it to you. You go this way." They're a hat-on-hat and aggressive running football team for sure.
Definitely, they do this little muddle huddle kind of near the line of scrimmage, break and go. And I mean, I think it's obvious what the call is here because you get 3 receivers to the left.
Fumble.
I don't think fumble was the call.
Oh, the Wolves.
Did Wolves get it?
Just really looked like the looks like Ben Druckmann never really had a handle on that, and just the snap didn't look too bad, but the snap didn't look bad. It just got mishandled. So
that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Two backs again. Going to hand off inside. South does a nice job that time of getting on down and making tackle. We have a flag on the play, I believe. So.
And it looks like he's short of the end zone as well. So maybe a holding call. Generally in that facility, it's at the other end of the field, but
It was on the sideline. It was a side judge.
maybe
It
lined
threw
up
the flag.
offsides. Illegal procedure.
Something.
Possibly. Something. Give it to us, refs. Keep us informed.
Inquiring minds want to know. Illegal shift?
Yep, illegal shift against Emerald Ridge. So
I'm impressed I knew that.
I'm impressed that you Googled it that fast. I mean, there's no way.
Google?
There's no way
What's
you knew
Google?
that off the
He can't
off
spell
the top
Google.
of your head. So yeah, I'll give you an A+ for your search engine capability there, Brian. And, that quick.
I'm just lucky. It's one of like 2 or 3 signals from the refs that I know.
Okay.
I know holding, illegal shift, apparently.
Allegedly.
Okay, so that'll bring up second and goal from the 9-yard line. Moves them back 5. Same formation, pretty much. 2 receivers to the left. It's just time to go roll to the left-hand side. A little dump pass inside and going to pick up about
Nice.
3 to 4 yards. Nice low tackle.
Nice low tackle. I wish I missed the number. One of the DBs or the corners on South, but super good tackle actually. Come up as one-on-one with Malcolm out.
Review the updated items on your screen.
One-on-one tackle out in the flat with Malcolm. So that was a really nice tackle, open field tackle. Hit him low, and you got to do what you got to do to get him down.
And we have an injured South player on the field. So I believe that's the cornerback who made the tackle.
Made the tackle.
So hopefully, it's nothing major and more of a wind. You take a knee sometimes to your chest, something knocks the wind out of you. It's moving around, so we'll see what happens here. So far this game's kind of what we thought it was going to be, and that's number 4. He's getting up his own crowd, getting up on his own power, walking on off, a little bit gingerly, but hopefully, again, it's just one of those bruises that you get sometimes. Take a knee to the wrong spot.
Good to see. So I haven't had the opportunity to watch Emerald Ridge this year, but from through the 4 minutes left in the half, they are extremely efficient and play really, really good defense up until this point. They have not made a ton of mistakes.
No, so it's going to be delayed handoff into
As a pass.
going to get the
Pass to
touchdown.
Robert Lutz. Looks like it was a touchdown. So Ben Druckmann over to Robert Lutz for yet another touchdown for the Jaguars.
He made it. That was a nice catch.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
that was thrown low and a little behind him, but he still was able to reach down.
Little slant over the middle. It was good, but super efficient, for sure. So Phil, there's 4:20 left, and it's the Jaguars are up 20-0 going into it. The Wolves seem like they have not had the ball at all the first half. To me, I mean, there's been a significant amount of clock time for the Jaguars.
Certainly, Emerald Ridge has the time of possession on their side. There's no doubt about that. They've got to be 4 to 5 times what South has on time of possession, but they're having extended drives, and South.
When you can control the play because of your run game, and you keep 7-8 yards first down plays, you dominate the time of possession. And guess what? You get scores that are 20-21-0 from that.
And if you look at this, last week they beat Curtis, but they beat him 7-0. So their defense held Curtis to no points. So this is a new kicker for, and we're just number 10 Carson Cody in for the extra point.
So Carson Cody, I wonder if he serves popcorn at halftime because he's kicking PATs. He's also their middle linebacker and leading tackler, plus kicking the PAT points at this
There you
time.
go.
So
Hey, any way you can get on the field.
Yep. So it's 21-0. South has shown to be able to put together some short drives.
Yep.
But
They can be explosive on the extra or on the special teams as well. We've seen them run one back. Here, was it last game or 2 games ago?
A couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago,
couple home
and
games
things,
ago.
and so they can do it. You know,
Memory serves me correctly. They had a nice run back against Central when they played Central Kitsap.
that's what I'm. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking about or remembering.
So again, back for South Kitsap's going to be number 1, Bowden Harvey, and number 13, Devontae Sellers.
So how long, guys, before the high school kids, the new NFL rules trickle down to the college and then to the
Oh, on the kickoff.
high school on the kickoffs?
Yeah, I was thinking about that tonight too.
Probably coming at some point, or no?
No, I don't think so because they're not as big.
Just not the collision impact, not
Yeah. So here's another one. This time it's going to go straight out of bounds for.
let it go out of bounds. So I know that's designed. I know that's designed because of the mass and all the protocols and everything like that. So hopefully it's don't know if it'll ever trickle down to the high school or colleges. I'm finally like a week 7 into the NFL getting used to it, right? It looks always a little bizarre.
You know what I don't like? You can't do a surprise.
Yeah, you gotta
Onside kick.
notify them, right?
Yeah, you got to notify them. So it's like,
So you got to
takes
take the
that
word
out.
surprise out of that equation, Phil.
So
You can have an onside kick. You can't have a surprise onside kick.
So 2 receivers, South, 1st and 10, 35-yard line. Going to try handing it off up the middle again. And
It's a great play. Great individual effort up the middle by Bryson. Bryson Clay running again. So first couple yards was untouched, but the rest was on Bryson. That was a great individual effort by the young man.
and he's going to pick up 9 yards and going to
Strong
make
kid.
it. Going to make it 2nd and 1. So again, 2 receivers, same formation. 2 receivers over on the right, 1 to the left. Tight ends over on the right-hand side. This time he's going to try to get on the outside to Bryson. So
Nice cut.
cuts it in, runs to his own player, but still manages to pick up about 7 yards, 8 yards. So down to the 48-yard line of Emerald Ridge. There's about 3:43 left. So
And a first down.
I saw kudos to number 7, Noah Porter. He's a wide receiver, but he was blocking downfield and did a really nice job.
Attaboy, Noah. And Noah split out to the right.
So we got 2 receivers over on the left-hand side, single back, Bryson in the backfield. It's going to be handoff up the middle, takes it out, bounces to the right, makes some cuts, kind of falls down after he picks up 10 yards, 11 yards. So
Faked himself out, I think,
Yep.
there or something.
another first
Nice
down,
run.
another
Real-
first down for him.
Really nice cut into the in and then to the out by Bryson. So good footwork and a really, really strong effort. So South's got it going here. So they've 2 first downs. Actually, I don't know what they're waiting for here. So they're marking it another first down. So another first down for the Wolves.
Yeah, I don't know why on a turf field the ball's over the marker, over the hash, and the chains are below on the other side of the hash. It should be easy. So another handoff, Bryson up the middle. Again, line's doing a good job blocking, and he's gaining 4 or 5 yards at pop, and that's what that's South's offense. It's built on that. So 2nd and 5 to go for South Kitsap.
It's weird from watching tonight, just from an aspect like when I look up at the scoreboard and South has 0 points, they've had some very significant positive plays tonight and they've put together some drives. They just haven't been consistent long enough to put some points on the board. But I feel like they've been playing well enough on offense to have some points on the board.
So they're going to start with 2 receivers on the short side, right side, and another handoff off the left-hand side there. And that's going to pick up about 10 yards, 11 yards there, 10 yards. So Bryson gets another first down.
And there have not been a lot of plays over the last 8 that have been outside the tackles, gentlemen. This has all been right at the heart of the defense.
Yep, and we're getting a timeout here. So
So Phil and Brian, South started this drive on their own, 30?
35-yard line.
35-yard line
the kick
because it
was
went out of bounds?
Yep.
So now they're down to the 25-yard line. So they've had they've covered 50-plus yards or so in 6, 7, 8 plays. So, 8, 9 yards a pop average on here, all up the middle, all running the ball. So good job by the gentleman up front.
Line's definitely controlling the line of scrimmage right now on the offensive side. So need to keep this up and hopefully just keep it clean. And
so Captain Obvious over here, it'd be super nice for South to get a score going into halftime.
So South will line up one receiver far up to the left-hand side, another one over on the right, single receiver on each side, single back. So, and everybody else in the middle of the block. High snap. Franklin does a good job getting it to Bryson, but
a late
we're going to get a late flag here.
So that's going to be some sort of personal foul, a face mask, or unnecessary roughness. I think out here on the out on the side, right?
Body language here tells me it's against Indian Ridge. But
Yep. So that was a matchup with cornerback on Noah. I think closest to us on the near sidelines.
how is that half the distance when the ball's on the 18, 19 yard line?
Because the 15-yard
It's a
penalty.
15-yard penalty.
Right.
So
I think-
half the distance is 9.
I understand that. But if it's a 15-yard penalty, march off 15 yards.
I think.
That's not the way it works.
It does in my mind.
Public school math.
No, you got more than 15 yards between there and the goal line.
So 2 receivers to the left. Oh,
no, bad snap. Jump on it. Good.
I don't know if it was a bad snap or if he took his eyes off that one. That kind of hit him in the hands, went through his hands. So.
Yeah, unfortunate play there for the Wolves. That's been their a negative play and an unfortunate time.
So that's going to bring up second down and about 22. They can get a
comes
first
a
down
replay,
just
so-
inside the 1.
Yeah, I think that just might have just got by Franklin. But to Franklin's credit, he didn't handle the snap properly. But I do love the fact that he kept his wits about him and didn't try to make it all up in the next 10 seconds. He covered up the ball and minimized that mistake there.
So I was looking at Sal's kicking game during warm-ups.
Yeah,
And they need to be relatively close for a
gotcha.
field goal attempt. So this, honestly, they need more, be closer than this because, again, you're going into the wind right here. It's a pretty strong wind.
And it's still blowing straight down. I don't think the wind's let up at all since we started in the game. So still coming out of the south, which is the exact direction which the Wolves are headed at the moment.
So trips to the left, three receivers up top there, single to the bottom right here. Running back goes the wrong way, but it's a pass.
He's got him wide open. He's got him open.
And
What a
touchdown,
catch.
South Kitsap.
What a great catch.
Great job.
Noah Porter on the catch. The leading Wolves receiver shows up with a nice pass from Franklin Fox and Noah Porter for the touchdown in the corner end zone. So great play.
Hopefully we can see a replay on that because that was one of the best catches at the high school level that I've seen in a long time. That was amazing.
Cornerback caught his eyes looking at the quarterback and lost Noah behind him for a second. Noah got a step and then reached right over the top to him and got the grab. So excellent catch.
So here's Jesse Billings in for the extra point.
From the left side.
Oh, and it's blocked. In high school football, you do not get to run it back. So a blocked kick is a blocked kick. It's dead ball at that point. So,
Well, so good drive by the Wolves, guys, ending in a nice touchdown pass from Franklin Fox over to Noah Porter for
Nice.
7-yard plays. But
Nice pass, incredible catch.
incredible catch.
here's
There
your
it is.
replay. So,
Unbelievable comeback for the ball right
Reaches over
right-
the top of his head.
Reaches over the defender.
the thing is that if he hadn't caught it, I think we had a case of pass interference there too, because I think that defender, kind of got into him just beforehand. That's why he had to reach over the top of him. So, but Anyway, so South will be kicking off here to Emerald Ridge, and we got about I can't see the clock.
127.
127 left. Thank you, Troy.
Yep.
And we will hopefully, stop them in here.
So great drive by the Wolves. I think we started our drive on the 35-yard line with maybe 4.5 minutes to go or 5 minutes to go in the half. So a nice 4-minute drive by the Wolves, mostly on the ground, ending in a great pass play from Franklin Denoa.
It just goes to show that South can play with them. And
so South squibs it on the ground. It's picked up by Emerald Ridge. Nice run back. Not their typical receiver, but
it's picked up by Carson Cody, who also is their leading tackler, middle linebacker, and kicker, and also kickoff returner, evidently. But
another unplanned move for him tonight.
Yes,
so
for sure,
he'll go take a break. So 42-yard line, Emerald Ridge has starting with 1st and 10, and guys, they do have 118 and all 3 timeouts left. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just try to march quickly down here. They come out with trips on the left formation, 2 backs, and we have a flag. I believe we got. I was going to say I think we have too many people out there. So I'm counting them like there's 5 receivers plus a running back.
They got quads out to the left, trips out to the right, and 3 in the backfield. I mean, there's a lot of people out there, Phil.
I counted 12, but I had to take off my shoes.
So, again, kind of a, good thing for the South Kitsap, but something that falls into their hands. They will start with 1st and 15 instead of 1st and 10. So,
I think the Wolves are going to get a heavy dose of off-tackle runs here till halftime.
Did Emerald Ridge call timeout to try to nullify? Did they say they got timeout in before the penalty?
Not sure.
I think that's what's happening, so I don't think they're going to march off the penalty. I think Emerald Ridge has somehow got timeout in beforehand.
I like the strategy. The only trouble is it's not legal.
Yeah. You certainly outnumber people that way. So again, they come out 3 receivers over on the left-hand side. Single back, tight end on the right. 1st and 10. From the 42-yard line. So it's pass play all the way, right up the middle. Receiver makes a couple good plays, and
that's Robert Lutz again on the reception.
And that's going to go for
a bunch.
40 yards. So
tonight, Robert Lutz has been Ben Druckmann's favorite receiver, has targeted him several times.
So right up the middle there.
Nice little moves. Whoop.
Just glad Bowden Harvey can get in there and get him out of bounds. So ball is down to the South Kitsap 24-yard line, 1st and 10.
With a minute left, and they do have a couple timeouts, so I do not think the Jaguars will abandon the run game at this point, Phil. And Brian, do you?
Not at 8 to 9 yards.
We got plenty of time left.
Yeah, 8, 9 yards a pop. So they have 2 receivers to the left, two backs. Here's the run up the middle. Kind of off tackle right, and it's going to go for about 3 yards, looks like. So South is there to stop that one.
Yep. Nice play by the interior. And Josiah Asuaga, which is the leading South Kitsap tackler, right there in the middle to meet him and say, hello, big fella.
So
Let's take this to the ground.
2nd and 8. Again, same formation.
Clock's still running. Surprised.
Yeah, no big hurry. Same play, different back. So that's going to bring it up about. We're stopping the clock.
Timeout.
Timeout for Emerald Ridge.
That was their 2nd of 3. So each team will have 1 timeout. South probably won't use theirs unless somehow they get the ball back.
So 36.5 seconds left. At this point, it's 3rd and 5. You want to get this first down. I'd expect something short out to the sidelines here. Maybe a short pass to the sidelines or a sweep. Telling your running back, hey, get that first down, but then get out of bounds and give us another couple opportunities to get into the end zone here.
I think with the success that they've had with their, what are they, 7 foot tall receivers?
8'2".
Is it 8'2"?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, they're growing. That I might go with something there because that's been effective. They haven't gone to it as much, but those receivers have been open.
So they come out with 2 backs again, the same, the standard formation, 2 receivers to the left. They are going to try throwing it, rolling out, throwing deep.
Good
And
defense.
Good defense. And it's going to bring up 4th down, 4th and 6.
Dominique Captour on the defense. There is a nice play by the young man.
So and that was intended for Logan Lipscomb.
He's only 6'5".
He's only 6'5". Yeah.
That brings on 4th and 6, though, so I think there's no doubt that Emerald Ridge is going to go for this with 31 seconds left into the half.
I think if I was Emerald Ridge's basketball coach, I'd be recruiting from the football team.
Maybe they do.
So trips to the left, single back formation, another pass play. It's going to go for it all, and it's incomplete. No flags in play, so South kind of
Bowed their neck a little bit there, Brian and Phil. Held up and stiffened up on the defense, had a couple nice tackles, and kept Malcolm Afoku out of the end zone there and forced the turnover on downs.
So South takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20. And I would expect, honestly, with 26 seconds left, I would expect a kneel down personally. That would be probably a smart thing to do, but that's not the formation they appear to be coming out in.
It looks like homecoming's already got started there out in the field with balloons all over the field.
So South takes over. They're going to try to sweep out to the right, see what they can get. Maybe get, lucky break one. Down out to 27, they're going to pick up about 6-7 yards. So, and that's Bryson Clay again with that carry.
Looks like they're letting the clock run.
Boy, Bryson runs angry too, doesn't he? I love to see that. He fights for every blade of turf that's out there on any given field, any given time.
So, folks, that's the end of the first half with the score Emerald Ridge 21, your South Kitsap Wolves 6. Sports fans, it's time to settle back for an incredible halftime show. We have the South Kitsap Marching Band, the crowning of South Kitsap Homecoming Court royalty, and presentations from the talented video production students. Stick around. You won't want to miss it. It'll be a lot of fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, your South Kitsap Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's band, the band will be performing 3 songs from their 2024 show, Fearless Women in Pop. The senior drum majors tonight are Briella Morgan and Grace Smith. The junior drum majors, Annika Toimer and Kai Zhang. The first number tonight will be Confident by Demi Lovato, arranged by Tom Wallace. Our next number tonight will be Bad Guy by Billie Eilish, arranged by Jay Dawson. Our next number will be Graveyard by Halsey, arranged also by Jay Dawson. Kitsap Marching Band. A big thank you to the senior band members, section leaders, parents, and the South Kitsap School District for their dedication, hard work, and supporting this band. And thank you to you for supporting them by visiting the concession stand. All their proceeds go to help pay for travel and program expenses.
Next up, we have the South Kitsap dance team, coached by Lindsay Starr. The dance team members are Edie Bell, Andrea Bernowski, Cody David, Lila Erickson, Sophia Green, Ariana
Johnson, Isabella Jordan, Kaylin Lauer, Cadence Meter, Peyton Miller, Claire Paschke, Mishiley Paris, Jenna Richardson, Ashlyn Sargent, Kaylin Sargent, and Lena White. Your South Kitsap dance team! Your South Kitsap dance team! Give it up! All right, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's homecoming night, ladies and gentlemen. Your homecoming court is made up of the top 4 nominated students per grade for freshmen through juniors, and the top 8 for seniors. Students nominate peers they believe exemplify the qualities of a wolf. These are W, warm and welcoming; O, outgoing and spirited; L, the leader of the pack; and F, fiercely committed. Our 2 seniors with the most votes will be our homecoming royalty for this year. First, let's introduce the freshman class. Warm and welcoming is Sophia Estrada. Her favorite hobbies are cheerleading for SK and wakeboarding. Outgoing and spirited, Blake Gunyon. His favorite hobbies include snowboarding and soccer. Nella McNamara is the leader of the pack. She's involved with soccer and choir. And Caden Beam is fiercely committed. He's involved in South Kitsap football and wrestling. Your freshman! In the sophomore cart, Madison Looney Tubbs is warm and welcoming. This is Madison's second year of varsity cheer, and she's been involved in cheer for 9 years. She'd like to thank her parents for always believing in her and helping her strive to be the best she can. Caleb Strobel is outgoing and spirited. He's a tri-sport athlete. Caleb thanks his dad and mom for pushing him to be the best version of himself. Briley Clymer is the leader of the pack. She's involved in volleyball and young life. Briley would like to thank her mom for always supporting her and encouraging her through everything. And your fiercely committed Casey Jacobson. He's involved in South Kitsap wrestling and baseball. Your sophomores. Next up is our juniors. Warm and welcoming went to Kaitana Abrecht. She loves to sing and has been in choir for 10 years. Sorry, Kitana. Outgoing and spirited goes to Violet Masternardi. She's excited to be on the homecoming court. Vianney Gonzalez is the leader of the pack. She's involved with ASB and enjoys hanging out with friends. Isaac Nguyen is the fiercely committed. He's involved with boys soccer and helped create the Port Orchard's first futsal court. And it would have to be the juniors pushing their cart, right? Give it up for them. I wish I knew your names, guys that are pushing it. Good job. Way to help out your team. And finally, your seniors. First up is Catherine Doyle and Dominic Captor as warm and welcoming. Dominic plays as corner in South Kitsap varsity football team and is your center fielder for baseball here at SK. Catherine is Executive ASB Senator, DECA's Vice President of Marketing, a part of Link Crew, and the SKHS Girls Varsity Tennis Team. Next up is Aiden Nunemaker and Bryson Helm for outgoing and spirited. Aiden is involved in Key Club, cross country, and is a senator and executive ASB. She loves helping the community and being a wolf here at South Kitsap. Bryson is involved with DECA, ASB, and the golf team. He enjoys bringing good spirit to the student body and representing SK. Next, we have Grace Smith and Deacon Mulligan Bowers as the leaders of the pack. Grace Smith is one of the drum majors in the marching band, a DECA vice president, and the president of Interact Club. She also is a black belt in karate. Watch out, guys. Deacon is involved in ASB, DECA, and football. And finally, we have Vivian Yang and Michael Perez. They are your fiercely committed seniors. Vivian is involved in the Interact Club and National Honor Society. Michael's favorite hobbies include trying new restaurants and spending time with loved ones. Your seniors. Who wants to hear who the royalty is going to be? And now your 2024 homecoming royalty is Grace Smith and Deacon Mulligan Bowers. Congratulations to your 2024 homecoming court and royalty. Way to represent.
Hey there, SK. Do you want to come to the next football home game? With the next home game being this Friday, we thought we'd give you a few tips on how to be prepared. I mean, it is a homecoming game after all. Many people will surely want to go. If you want to get into home games for free, you'll need your ASB card. It's only a $45 fee, and it can get you into all home games for all sports, winter, fall, or spring. And you can get reduced away game prices, yearbook prices, and school dance prices. If you want to go to away games too, don't worry, you can purchase a ticket to ride on the Rooter bus. They take you to the game and bring you home, but you'll have to hurry because they have limited spots. When you're at a game, it's important to have good etiquette wherever you choose to sit, whether it's in the student section or with your family. Please remember that we do not condemn any offensive words, offensive chants, racial slurs, or racial remarks of any kind.
Hey South, with homecoming being next Saturday, we have Spirit Week. Here's how you can show your school spirit. Cue the runway!
Monday will be Barbecue Dad versus Soccer Mom, so prepare those grills. Tuesday is Granola Day. Think outdoorsy like nature and hiking. Wednesday is Dynamic Duo, so find a twin. And Friday is Class Colors. Freshmen wear yellow, sophomores wear orange, juniors wear red, seniors wear pink, and staff wear maroon. So show up with spirit and have fun, SK.
Our very own DECA is hosting a 5K run on Saturday, October 5th. If you don't know what it is, let Catherine, Quincy, and Allison tell you.
So the 5K is a run that we are organizing, and all our profits are going to Breakthrough Type 1.
Pretty much, it's a 5K around South Kitsap. All the proceeds go to type 1 diabetes research.
It has been done in the past for cystic fibrosis, but this is our first year doing it for this organization, and it hasn't been done since 2019, I believe. So.
But why should someone sign up?
You guys should sign up because it's definitely going to be so fun. It's a community thing. We don't want it to just be DECA students involved. We want it to be everyone because it is a community give back.
You should sign up because not only are you supporting your local DECA students, but you're also supporting a greater cause. And it's really fun, it's family friendly, and it gives back.
You also might have seen these shoes at the DECA store.
So the shoe is something that we're selling in the student store for $1, and all the proceeds from the shoe are going to type 1 diabetes research. And it's just an extra help for our project, and it raises more money.
But what was the process of setting all of this up?
So we started back all the way at the beginning of summer, or kind of the end of the year. It was brought up as an idea, and then we started working it throughout the summer. So it's definitely been a long process, but it's been super fun working with a great team to host this, and I'm just so excited for the event. So run or walk.
With that being said, visit SK Hot Links page to sign up.
Let me offer you a scenario. You have a piece of trash. Do you A, throw it away, or B, throw it on the ground?
Wrong. The correct answer was A. Here's why.
The reason is because 60% of all water pollution comes from littering, along with litter killing 100 million sea animals each year. So, where can you throw away trash? Here, 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 there, here. There's plenty of places to throw away your trash, South. Keep the forest clean.
Logan, hey, what's up? Logan, you don't look too good.
I don't feel too good.
Well, go home.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I have a test in Miss Oliver's class today and I have to pass it.
Why don't you just email her asking if you can retake the test later?
I can do that?
Logan, don't you remember what it's been like for the past few years? Just email her to ask her if you could retake the test later so you don't get her and everyone else sick. It's that easy.
Chew! Really?
Really?
Thank you so much. I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, you shouldn't be doing that in here.
Relax, man. I'm just making the school day a bit more fun. Nothing's gonna happen.
Why do you think that stuff ends people up in the hospital? Whatever, just keep that stuff away from me.
Alright, right, so today we're going to be talking about rule of thirds again, and ideally get your camera equipment. Hey, wake up, man. We're going to do some camera stuff. With that camera kit, you're going to make sure you have a camera, SD card, tripod, microphone. That way you can make sure you can get out and get your stuff filmed. Hey, dude, come on. What's going on? Wake up. You're in the middle of class. Wake up. Dude, it's the middle of class. Are you okay? Hey, quick, someone call someone.
Help! Get somebody! We need some help! We need some help! Someone call the office! Call 911! Call 911! Call 911!
Welcome back, folks. We're just moments away from the start of the second half of this game. South Kitsap was able to move the ball right there at the end of the first half and put some points on the board, so it's 21-6. What do you expect in the second half, Troy? More the same?
Yeah, well, you never know, but obviously the first half, the biggest indicator of how it went was time of possession. Emerald Ridge really controlled the ball through their running game. Timely passing, their third down conversions were excellent. I don't have the exact numbers, but it sure seemed like they converted a lot of them. So I would say the second half, the keys to South Kitsap getting back into the game is keeping up their running game. They did finish the half strong. But also I would really like to see some 3 and outs, right? Stop them on third down. I think their third down defense has got to be a little bit better in the second half and get back in the game.
Yeah, and South will receive the second half kickoff. They deferred from the first half. They have a single back deep to receive it. I think that's Mr. Harvey, and everybody else is up kind of short trying to get. So
better
they
get on
that ball. Good job. He just kind of
does a great job kicking it out of bounds.
Yep, shoves it out of bounds at about 28-yard line, and South will take over first and 10 from there from their own 27. So
and gentlemen, it's official. I have seen them, both cats and dogs coming down. It's pouring out there tonight.
Yeah. So not only that, we're up in the press box, so we're looking straight, straight east and the field here, and all the glass is wet, which means it's raining sideways somehow, Brian. So
the way I can tell is looking up in the lights, about 40 feet above the field, and it's raining sideways.
Weather patterns have switched from the first half.
So South is going to try to get on outside to the left-hand side of the sweep to Mr.
Bryson Clay
on the first down. They don't get any yardage, but try something different, not running up the middle. So I think try to catch him outside.
And Bryson did not get into the end zone the first half, but he was certainly an integral part of whatever the Wolves did offensively. They had some really timely passing. Obviously a nice touchdown pass there at the end of Noah Porter, but Bryson definitely carried the majority of the load for South's offense.
So South will come up pretty much the same formation, 2 to the left, 1 off to the right. Bryson Clay in the backfield. Man motion this time. Going to try to hand it off up the middle to Bryson Clay. He's going to gain looks like he's getting about 4 yards there, so up to about the 30-yard line.
And Bryson actually hasn't, the offensive line has been doing great with Bryson. The majority of his yards, though, have been between the 2 tackles, guys. Runs the ball hard up the middle. Kudos to all the interior linemen of the Wolves.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. And here's, again, Wolves need to get this first down and keep this drive moving. Can't afford to give the ball back to Emerald Ridge this early.
Franklin's back to pass. Got plenty of time. Good protection. Nice ball.
Oh. Just over the head of Tommy Fry.
Tommy.
So
French fry. There we go. Got the fry down right. So actually really good protection. I bet you if we asked Franklin on a quiet moment, Franklin would like that pass back. So good protection by the Wolves. 3 and out. They're going to punt the ball away. So in the first half also, gentlemen, the Wolves had both a punt and a point after touchdown block. So we got to get this one off.
Oh, that's going to be
straight
short,
up in the air.
Yeah, short punt here.
Oh,
takes a South Kitsap bounce. So that's going to wind up being about a 25-yard punt.
So I'm sure that was a point of topic, too, is with the South Kitsap coaching staff with the kids at halftime there. They did have a punt blocked and also a PA point after touchdown block. So sharpen up their specialty teams, get their running game going, and get Emerald Ridge off the field on third down, and we'll have a little bit more of a productive second half.
So let's see what Emerald Ridge comes out with. They were pretty much able to run at will.
Yes.
So same formation they started the game with 2 receivers over on left-hand side, twin backs, and a single tight end over right, and they're going to hand it off and try to get it off tackle to left-hand side. And
Joshua Moultrie,
he's
10 yards at a pop off the left-hand side.
Yep. South had a hold of his jersey, but didn't seem to slow him down that much. So it's going to be just short of the first down, looks like.
Excellent halftime festivities, gentlemen, here at the Kitsap Bank Stadium and Ed Fisher Field. So band members were strong, participants, homecoming court all over the place. So nice participation by the community and the students.
Brings up second and about a foot. So same reverse of the formation now. They got 2 over to the right, still have twin backs. And another handoff coming up the left-hand side, off tackle. And they're going to pick up the first down with about 3-yard pop there.
Malcolm Akufo, again, off to the left-hand side. I think if you were to look at a Emerald Ridge menu or playbook for the second half, bet you the appetizers, entree, dessert, and drinks all say run the football.
So 2 receivers on the right, 2 backs in. Another handoff coming on up, lead back blocks, and it's going to go up the middle. Going to gain about 4 or 5 yards before South can stop them. Looks like it's about a 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 5. Again, when you're popping it at 5, 6 yards from first down, that's, that's what you want.
The Wolves, number 34, Jason Pedro. I don't know if you saw that. He came busting through. I think he thought one of the other running backs had the ball, just planted him. I mean, it was. If he was blocking, it would have been a pancake block. But he was on defense.
Sophomore,
yeah, Jasper,
hanging out in the middle of the defense there, and he's got a blitz there, just a bit outside on him, but nice penetration again.
And we got a flag.
Nice penetration by Jasper then, Brian. So good call out. Disrupted that play 100% in the backfield.
He was incredible hit on the play before.
I think that's going to be a holding call. So holding against Emerald Ridge. There was a loss of about 1 on the play, but we can push him back another 10. So.
Yeah, I think that the Wolves will take this penalty. I don't think they'll decline and give up the down. I think they prefer to get him behind the sticks a little bit more here for a second down along.
Blocking the back on the offense, number 73. Sorry, number 67. That'll be 10 yards to the previous stop.
Well, it was blocking the back against somebody, but not sure what the number was. But it'll bring up second down and 15. So going to come on out, 2 receivers to the right, 1 out to the left-hand side, going on second 15, single back. They are going into the wind. Actually, 3 receivers over on the right-hand side this time. It's going to be a pass play. Going to roll out. Try to dump it over.
Looks like pretty good coverage.
Yep, trying to dump it over just over the lineman's head and hit number 87, Mason Rodriguez with that one, but just out of his reach. So going to bring up 3rd and long. So this could be a good opportunity for South to get stop.
Brings up one of the keys to the second half right out of the get-go on the first possession, Phil and Brian. See if we can get a turnover on downs or at least create a 4th down situation.
So Emerald Ridge comes out with 3 receivers over on the right. Single receiver over on the left-hand side. They have got single coverage up top on the left.
Gonna pass the ball. Looks like an inside screen.
And it's dropped.
Like an incomplete pass.
So we're going to see, looks like Emerald Ridge is going to set up for a punt.
A what?
Yeah, I haven't seen one of those yet tonight. So
I think that's the first. I believe it's the first punt of the night for Emerald Ridge, is it not?
it is. So this is a good job by South Kitsap defense standing up and stopping them. So.
Yeah, and credit to South Kitsap's defense. If they had that play snuffed out already, I think if Emerald Ridge would have completed the pass there, I'm still relatively confident the Wolves had it covered.
Use the punt. Oh, it's a very low kick, line drive kick. That one just needs to be let go. Stopped at the 20.
Yeah, that came off his foot a little weird. That looked like maybe my drive on number 4 last week.
No, it was better than that.
Straight to the right. So no, got a little bit of a bounce, and best part about it from a punt return punting team perspective, no return on that punt, Phil.
So 27-yard punt. South Kitsap will start at their own 20. And they're going to come out in formation with 2 receivers to the far right, single back. And
Mr.
Emerald
Clay
Ridge Emerald Ridge has everybody in the box, and Bryson goes for about a foot, I think. They gained on that one. Pretty much no gain.
Sean Barber crashing in from the side for Emerald Ridge to make that tackle on Bryson for almost no gain.
So that's one of those ones, you've gone into, a little bit too many times, and you wish you had, gone play action there and thrown a little pass and hopefully pick up some major yards. So Emerald Ridge is going with one-on-one of these receivers, a single high safety, and basically 7 to 8 in the box to stop the run. So there's the fake. Here's the screen play.
Nice pass.
And that's caught by number 13, Devontae Sellers, and he's going to gain about 13 yards. So first down, South Kitsap.
So really good. Go ahead, Brian.
I was just going to say, I really like that play. That was set up well, and it was a nice throw and nice catch, very quick, and he cut right where his blocks were, right behind his blocks to get that first down.
So South has first and 10 at their 33-yard line. And again, Emerald Ridge has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the box. So I'm going to try to get it out to the speedster, Tommy Fry, but tries to cut it back in and unfortunately gets stopped for about a 1-yard loss.
For just a brief moment there, I thought he was going to throw the ball, Phil. He was pretty deep running into the backfield, and that was a deep play, a little slow developing, but definitely a little twist and trying something different.
Yep. Brings up second and 11. That one didn't work, but, it also sometimes that'll help open up the run, up the middle. So, again, I'm looking at 6 in the box. We are going to go straight up the middle, and there you go. Nice run by Bryson Clay. So he's going to pick up 6, 7 yards, bringing it to third and short. It's third and about 4.
Yeah, Emerald Ridge has only been lining up. I know they have quite a few people up in the box field, but they've really only had 3 down linemen with their hands in the ground, and so South's been getting a hat on them, and Bryson's been making some pretty good progress up the middle.
Yeah, they're definitely running a 3-4 defense here. So here we go, straight up the middle again, and he's going to gain the first down.
Yep.
He stopped, but not after the first down. Picks up about 5 yards. So nice job by Bryson.
And Emerald Ridge came crashing in on the defensive side again from the side. Number 9, Sean Barber, trying to crash in, but kudos to South, really efficient. That was a quick hitting play, and simply beat him to the point of attack.
So it brings up first and 10 from South Kitsap 45-yard line. And nice little drive South has going for them. Start at the 20, so they've gone 25 yards, and 2 receivers over in the left, 1 to the right, single back, Bryson Clay in the backfield. And it's a handoff right up the middle again. This is where South has had some success. He's going to gain about 1 or 2 before he stops, but it does gain positive yardage. So.
And Brian, I thought you were going to be in charge of slowing the rain down. It looks like it's getting just worse by the minute over here.
I've failed. I have failed. I admit it.
Failed miserably. So the weather is not anybody's friend at this point. Maybe falls into Emerald Ridge's running game a little bit more, but South's holding their own in the running game.
So South coming out, 3 receivers over on the left, trips left, single to the right, and single back. It's a pass all the way. Again, trying to get Bowen.
2 nice moves.
And then lowers his shoulders, and that's Tommy Fry again. And we're going to get a late hit, I believe, out of bounds.
So positive yardage, a couple of missed tackles, plus a positive more yardage at the penalty on the play, it looks like.
Provided it's
Plus
against
15.
them, against Emerald Ridge.
So we'll see what this call is.
What do you think, Brian? I couldn't
It was late.
see down at the thing.
He took him down pretty aggressively in the.
I'm
I
not
don't know. The
sure what
coach, South coach, is not happy at one of the players.
South kid's walking back a little bit, but let's take the penalty out of it at the end of the play.
So what we got going on is a dead ball foul after the play. South got the first down on the call. The ball moves back 15 yards, but it's 1st and 10. South Kitsap.
1st and 10 from where they were. So penalty aside, nice play by South Kitsap. Good execution on a quick pass out to Tommy Fry. Made a couple people miss. Made a nice positive yardage. Unfortunate penalty at the end of it.
And he lowered his shoulder and, at the end, gained even more. So, again, we're going to have a run play up the middle. Bryson's picking up about 2 yards there. And then we'll come on up 2nd and 8. And unfortunately, those unsportsmanlike penalties when you've had a good play, you want to get a coach upset. There you go. But 2nd and 8 for the Wolves. Coming out, 2 receivers on the right, 1 to the left, head end over on the right, single back here. And we're going to get a pitch out, try to sweep out to Bryson, try to get it coming.
We're going
to have a hold call.
Going to get a holding call.
So that's,
and unfortunately, that holding call, Phil, was probably a good 25, 30 yards away from the play, right? When the ref threw the flag.
It's
so those are killers.
Left side of the line holding on play. It's already gone outside to the right, but it, it did seem like a hold.
Well, although the last couple plays have had stopped the clock with some penalties, I just had to take a double take on the clock. There's only 3 minutes left into the third quarter here, and Emerald Ridge has had the possession of one time, and this is South's second possession of the quarter, right? So pretty good.
What a running game will do for you.
Yes.
When both teams are running the ball, the clock doesn't stop. So, except for these penalties. So South again, unfortunately, second penalty
going
on
the wrong way here, right?
And then it's going to bring up, second down and
second down and a quarter of the field.
So 3 receivers to the right, single back, going short dump into middle.
Nice catch by Bowden Harvey, right over the middle.
That he's open because they've been slamming it inside the box time and time again, and they fake that and then just dump that little pass off. That's going to be open.
Problem, Brian, is that where is all of Emerald Ridge's defenders?
Well,
right there. So he caught it, but he only gained 3 yards, and you need 20.
But there's a fold there in the defense because a lot of them are going up to support the run or go up to the run, and there's a hole there. He breaks a tackle. He's got additional yardage. He's back to the third level.
Third and super long. Nice voided press. Oh, he's got a man open. He's got a man open.
Oh! And that was definitely a ball that got caught up in the wind.
I was just going to say the same thing. It looked like it was something. The wind definitely affected that ball. It was a long pass. Nice effort by Bowden Harvey out there. He was behind the defender. And I think Franklin threw it as hard as he could out there. And it's just some inclement weather definitely affected that ball.
So, folks, we can sit here from our vantage point. We look across at the lights, and you can see the rain literally going sideways across the field. So
it looks like a change of tide coming in, going out.
Oh, there's running into the kicker right there, folks.
South's getting the ball back.
See if that's a 15-yard variety, which his leg was up and he ran into it. So
So going back to the pass play there was, good play and excellent protection by the offensive line. And like I said, we're from our vantage point, it looked like Franklin threw it as hard as he could. Just a lot of variables in the atmosphere.
Yeah, I think this is the 5-yard variety of the penalty, not the 15-yard. So.
And it's not a first down?
No. Yeah, they like to punt. They like what they can get out of that.
Not going to try it again.
The 5 yards isn't going to make a big difference.
So here's the play right here by Franklin. So look at Franklin. You could tell by his arm action that he had everything behind that. Form was good. He stepped into it, just got affected. So thanks for the replay, guys, downstairs.
So Emerald Ridge will take over. They are on their own 32-yard line, and it's 21-6 with 2:17 left in the third quarter. So they're going to come out in familiar formation. 2 receivers to the left, twin backs. Here's the handoff up the middle, going just off the right-hand side. And South is there, and they're going to he's still going to pick up about 4 yards, which, Coach, that's a win for the offense as far as the coach is concerned. Anytime you get 4+.
There's a good shot showing
showing
up on the rain. That's not fog, folks. That's rain.
So great shot, guys. It brings up 2nd and 6. Same formation. South is coming in, trying to stop them. Unfortunately, opened up a huge hole. And down to the 35-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of about 40 yards. So I think South had a decent defensive call on there, trying to stuff it up in the middle and get him out. But
looked like they might have just ran a little cross trap up the middle there, Phil. Had direction going in one way and
but
got them slanting the wrong way. So that's a run all the way out to South's 35-yard line. So Emerald Ridge heading in.
First
in a positive field.
I think there was a blitz on that play by South, and they went down, so it was one-on-one, and Emerald Ridge played it right, blocked it right, and we know the results.
Yep, so this is going to be a handoff up left-hand side again, and this is going to be about a 3-yard gain.
So Javion Kidd on the run. I don't. Maybe might be his first run of the night, so getting into the game.
So
5'8", 147-pound senior.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Just a tick or two above 1 minute left in this third quarter. It's been a quick one.
So Emerald Ridge comes out. 2 receivers over on the right-hand side. They're two backs still. They're 2 backs that they like. It's going to be handoff left-hand side. Always breaking it. Coming on down to the 10, down to South Kitsap 8. And that's Joshua Moultrie on the carry. He's the big senior. Brings it out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
Yep, the Wolves, Bowden Harvey, they're trying to look like knock the ball loose at the end, but I've noticed that Emerald Ridge has done a pretty good job of coaching their kids. All of their running backs run with a really, really secure handle on the ball, and if they're in between the tackles, they got 2 hands on it generally.
So that's going to bring up 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. I don't believe Emerald Ridge has to snap it before the third quarter expires, and it does not look like they're going to. So
it looks like we're going to go all the way to the other end, and at this point, it is the Emerald Ridge Jaguars 21, South Kitsap Wolves at the end of 3, and the Emerald Ridge Jaguars will be going north to south for the fourth quarter, so they will have the wind at their backs, guys.
South to north.
South to north, sorry. That's what I meant. I was looking at it, south to north with the wind at their backs.
Yeah, hey, South got a stop in the third quarter. Didn't allow any points, so.
That's right. They did have, Emerald Ridge had, 3 or 4 cracks from the 5-6 yard line, Phil, in the first half, and came out of there unscathed.
So, you know, that's a good thing. Of course, they have first and goal from the 9 right now. They're going to have to solidify up and try to keep them out of the end zone. But, you know, so far that was not a bad quarter for the Wolves.
Well, it's the first quarter, so no scoring for that quarter, right, gentlemen? So still 21-6 at halftime. I think both teams had 2 possessions, and the Emerald still has it going in. Got a little update here that
I dug it out.
You dug it out, Brian?
In the
you
booth,
share.
In the booth next to us is the statistician, and I asked him, and here we go. I'll come back to it.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Twin backs going to hand it off up the left-hand side where they have had some success, but South gets them out of bounds.
So at the end of the third quarter, Bryson Clay had 97 yards
of rushing, and his
of rushing,
and his average is 116. So right on
There
track,
you go.
probably a little bit above that with a full quarter to go.
Yeah. Can't give you anything from Emerald Ridge. They just track it by team and not individual player because it's a South Kitsap statistician.
Second and goal from the 7-yard line for Emerald Ridge. It actually looks like they're more closer to 6. So second goal from the 6. Again, twin backs in the backfield, and it's going to roll to the right and look.
Got 87
looking for a
open.
receiver.
Oh, sliding catch.
He's got it.
Yep.
Oh.
He did a little taunting there.
It's a touchdown for Logan Linsom, their leading receiver on the year. Nice pass from Ben Druckman. But it looks like that after that play was completed, it looked like there was an immediate flag thrown.
Yeah,
let's see what the call is.
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike, number 12 white, taunting.
So there's a taunting call, but the touchdown will stand.
So I think they were asking if they want the
on the kickoff or the PI.
PAT. And I think I'd take it on the kickoff personally and try to get a little bit better.
I would agree.
Better yardage. So I did see a picture of.
There we go. There's a little bit of rain.
Yeah. So I did see the camera angle of number 16, Malcolm Akufo, walking by the officials. That is a very big young man.
There's
no.
That's a healthy young man.
Yeah, for a freshman, he's probably one of the larger freshmen I've seen. So
powerful.
Yep.
Not just large, but powerful. You know, before the game, Troy and I were talking about a favorite meal that we have, which is Loco Moco, and we keep trying to find the best one around, and it's a tough job, but someone has to do it. I think he's had a few.
He's a healthy kid, and he's a freshman, so to be fair to him, he's 15, 16 years old. I don't know for sure, but generally a freshman would be 15, 16,
14, 15.
Yeah, somewhere in there. So he's fun to watch. Runs hard.
So last time they declined this penalty when they were kicking for it. So I don't know if they're accepting and going to go for it for the 2-point conversion. That's what I'm seeing here.
Well, although the third quarter was scoreless, it didn't take Emerald Ridge a long time or too much long into the fourth quarter to put some points on the board.
Yep, so they're going to go ahead again, the same formation that they run. They put the guy out in motion though. And
we're out to the right.
We're out to the right, throw it back across the middle to the left.
It's good.
And
Got it.
They're calling it good.
Looked very similar to the other one, the 2-point conversion.
Mm-hmm. Robert Lutz on the 2-point conversion. Conversion from Ben Druckman. And Emerald Ridge is now leading the South Kitsap Wolves 29-6 for the visiting Jaguars. 11 minutes and 9 seconds left in the ball game here at Kitsap Bank Stadium at Fisher Field.
Well, so it's been a fast game, folks. You know, when you have two teams that want to run the ball and do it fairly successfully, then they don't You know, the clock doesn't stop very often and just keeps on going and keeps on blowing on through. So unusual for what a lot of the other ones have been. You know, a lot of these other games we've had some passing offenses, a lot of incompletions. It's a bit of a slower game. So there is a 15-yard penalty. So for the unsportsmanlike conduct, Emerald Ridge is kicking off from their own 25-yard line. And again, I believe Bowden Harvey and I believe Devontae Sellers are back for South Kitsap to field this.
Yeah, if he can get
some good field position.
Yeah, if he can get this kick up into the air, it'll carry.
So it is returnable. He drops it, picks it back up at the 30, and gets a haul. And
He
that's
could be
Devontae
gone.
Sellers, and he's
Not quite, but nice return.
brings it back to the Emerald Ridge 25-yard line.
South super freshman.
Yep, and that tackle was made by number 25, San Jose Antonio. You know, did a good job not giving up on it. But great job by Devontae getting it.
Sets him up in great field position. We got, looks like an Emerald Ridge player down about midfield. Got the athletic trainer out checking him out. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Again, it seems to be, you know, moving around okay, so you know, hopefully, again, like Brian said, we don't, you know, these folks, they're all student athletes, we don't see any of them injured.
Not at all.
You know, in sound condition tonight, so.
Yeah, like the game several weeks back where they had to take the EMS had to come out and put an air splint on the gentleman's leg and drove him off. You just do not like to see that because you know that their season is done.
He's up. He's walking under his own power a little bit. You know, looks a little bit limpy, but I believe that's number 7, Mateo. Mateo.
Wide receiver, defensive back, a senior. Don't like to see anybody.
No.
Well, anyway, South is set up here with a nice field position right there on the 25-yard line.
1st and 10, 2 receivers to the left. You're going to go back and throw right away. He's got a overthrows number 7 for South Kitsap, and that's Noah Porter.
Yeah, Noah had a little bit of he kind of ran straight into the defensive back and didn't give up ground, and so it was kind of hard to get him. If he could have gotten around him, he probably would have had a shot at it. But tough play, good defense, good route, good ball. Just didn't quite make it.
So we're going to bring up 2nd and 10. And, you know, I like South taking a shot there. Let's go ahead and give it a try and see where we go. We've got another quick pass. This is again to Noah Porter coming up the middle. He spins out of it. It's a face mask there. Gets it down to about the 8-yard line. You're going to tack on, I think, the half the distance to the goal there because to me that looked like it was a face mask. But I don't know. South is walking back, so we'll see what it is.
The refs want to get it right, so they're talking about it here. Here comes the call, I think.
And I could certainly be wrong, but I thought Noah got spun by face mask. There you go.
Nice call, Phil. Yeah, I saw it too. It was right in front of us. That kind of helps. Kind of helps when the play is right below us for a change. But yeah, we're getting South is taking advantage of some of this, and this looks good. Ball is placed on the 4-yard line, so we have 1st and goal on the 4. I'm putting my money on big number 24 right up the middle.
I would think just off that left-hand side, right there, Brian, and I agree with you. Kind of going right up that left-hand side there.
Look at that. Phil, they're listening to you.
He's gotten halfway there, so it's 2nd goal from the 2. What's that?
Okay, here's my designated play. Fake handoff up the middle, quarterback keep around the end. I know, won't happen.
Huh. That was really interesting. The Emerald Ridge player was running off the field and dropped. So I don't know if coach said, hey, get down. Or
That looks like maybe a cramp. I mean, I don't know, but
at least he's able to get off on his own power, really. So,
yep.
You know, hopefully hopefully something minor and they can return. We want all these kids playing. They work a long time to get here. So second and goal from the 2 for South Kitsap. Single receivers on both sides. 2 tight ends in. You kind of expect to run up the middle. And there goes Bryce.
Or they just hand up the middle. Hand the ball off up the middle.
Yeah. Bryce got in for a touchdown there from Bryson. Now, if you're South, you kick or you go for 2?
Looks like they're going for 2.
Nice blocking by the interior. Bryson literally didn't look like he was touched there, was he?
Right through.
Till he was 3 yards deep in the end zone. So that with that run in this drive, it's clearly I think Bryson's over his average per game of 116 yards per rushing. So it's a really good night for Bryson.
Bryson's a good running back. He's a big, strong kid and all that. But you know what I've been watching this game? He really knows how to follow where the holes are, follow the blocks.
Mm-hmm.
So there was South just get Emerald Ridge to jump.
Encroachment. So we get a half a yard. So it'll be another
yard and a half.
Brian taught me this earlier. Half of 3 is 1.5, right? So
there you go.
Yard and a half.
You're a learner, Troy.
Well, I took notes, so
that's all right.
It wasn't from memory.
You find the strategy that works.
So South, same formation they've just been in the last couple of plays. 2 wide outs, 2 tight ends. Single running back.
Got packed in the middle there. Oh, they're going to throw it.
Got an opening to run. Nice little pass right over the middle.
Right there. And that's is that number 9?
Number 9.
So that's Anthony Flashley was the reception for the 2 points.
Okay, I'll go ahead and say it. He flashed to the middle and was open and caught the ball.
Nice play by Franklin too, keeping that play alive. Was rolling to the right, stayed calm, wait for his receiver to come open, and made a nice little pass over the middle. Watch this. Kept looking downfield the whole time. Little jump pass.
Flashy flashed. I loved it. He's probably never heard that, huh?
Nice play, Wolves.
So good job. So
I've left Troy speechless.
10:07 left in the game, and it's 29-14, Emerald Ridge. So lots of time left. South just needs to come out here and stop Emerald Ridge. They've done it once tonight. I don't think they've done more than that, unfortunately. So let's hopefully this can be second time.
And I know there's still 10 minutes left, and South's down by a couple of scores. But let's see if Emerald Ridge, if their front line is stacked up or add a couple points. Oh, they're starting to inch up. Maybe they sent something a little sneaky by the Wolves on this play.
Squib it.
I think it's just going to be the same kind of squibby kick that they've had. So you're going into the wind. No, they tried to go on the onside.
They did try the onside. And it looks like Emerald Ridge is recovered.
They were on it.
Yep.
It wasn't a bad kick. Emerald Ridge fell on it before 10 yards, and it's got to go 10 yards before a Wolf could have picked it up.
Number 44, Brandon McMillan, in on the recovery for the Emerald Ridge Jaguars.
So they'll take over in South Territory at the 49-yard line.
Come out with split receivers and 2 backs, Phil. Shocker. Here they go again.
Yep, 2 receivers over on the right-hand side, and here comes the handoff up into the left. Met right there.
Nice play.
And that goes nowhere.
That might even been for a loss. Nice play by the interior Wolves defense.
So I believe that was number 50, Joseph Stephen Pangelinen. We'll get that right, next year when he's not here.
So So no gain on that play. Second 10. Getting behind the sticks again.
Same formation. This time going the other way. And South is there, but again, you know, they're making contact, but it's taking 4 or 5 yards to bring them down.
I think every time number 16 Malcolm Akufo falls down, it's 3 yards.
Yeah,
but he falls forward a lot, Phil. He doesn't.
Definitely,
Brian,
he doesn't go. And look, he's hit there, and it's just, you know, like
it's 3 more yards.
But you know, the thing with these backs and what they have to teach the kids is that you're not going to stop a big back up top. If
Nope.
you're not going to hit them down at the waist and wrap their legs, they're going to keep going. They're going to drag you.
Yes. It's a big kid. Runs with square shoulders. So third and 5. Key to the second half.
Same play. Basically cuts it back up in the middle, and he's going to gain about 9, so he's going to get the first down. Down to the 37-yard line.
Still a really nice pop by Jasper Pedro on the stop there. Just a little too far. Malcolm, got to him untouched, but super nice contact by Jasper in the middle there. It was a good hit.
So 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line for Emerald Ridge at the Wolves' 37-yard line. So, again, Wolves need to stiffen up here.
And I don't think Emerald Ridge has put the ball in the air this drive. Have they, gentlemen?
No.
All been a heavy dose of running.
You know, if it holds here, that means he's throwing this. That's what you always do, Troy. Nope.
So why when you're picking up 9 yards?
I totally agree.
You know, wet, windy night. It's going to be second down and about 1.5 feet, 2 feet, looks like. I don't know where they're marking it. It looks like 2nd and 2 yards. So they're giving them 8 yards on that carry.
Yep, 2nd and 2, according to the scoreboard. Not that they're always accurate, but
I can't
we
see
are.
the scoreboard, so I got this wall in my way. But and Emerald Ridge has slowed down their offense. They obviously want to burn some clock up here on this drive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They want to eat as much clock as they possibly can.
So this time, man come in motion, which is a little bit different. But here are going to hand it off, kind of up that right middle side again, and getting down to the 20-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 10 yards.
Yep, another big push by the offensive lineman in for Emerald Ridge. Just a really, really aggressive, pounding, consistent run game by the Jaguars.
So holding there against Emerald Ridge, which going to push them on back. It's going to make it a repeat of second down, but it's going to be 2nd and 12, I think. 2nd and 11? 11, 12 yards, 2nd and 12, so.
Also,
no wonder why they got a nice haul.
Yeah, it's true. The ref starts the clock, so it doesn't stay stopped the entire time. Ball set. Game's in motion.
So same formation with the twin backs, but they have more people up tight. They're going to hand up again, hitting that middle of the South Kitsap formation. They're going to pick up 5-6 yards. They got about half of what they needed back, so going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Nice play up the middle. I mean, they're all really important, but this feels like another yet super important 3rd down and 6. The Wolves need to get off the field, either forcing them into a long 4th situation or punt. I don't think they would punt the ball at this point. I think we're in 4-down territory, but
it's going to be pretty much the same play, hand up the same spot, and he's breaking it through, and they take it off in for a touchdown. So that's number 17 for Emerald Ridge.
Is it 13 or 17?
I thought it was 17. It's at the end of the field. We can't really see very well. So, what do you get?
13. I think it's
13.
Clayton.
13.
Clayton Murray.
Clayton Murray for sophomore for Emerald Ridge. So
with
they
a
get
22-yard rushing touchdown or somewhere around there, wasn't it?
Yep.
So,
Nice job of following his blocks.
So it brings on in. It makes the score currently 35-14 in favor of Emerald Ridge.
That's going to make it pretty tough on South.
Emerald Ridge so far tonight way above their average points per game. Coming into the game, they were only averaging 20 points. I know they've had some really tough interleague games.
That's no good. So score's going to stay 35-14 with 5:49 left in the game. So Emerald Ridge is up by 21. And here's a replay of that. You look at them following blockers and then just a little burst of speed.
Yeah, outracing everybody. Hit turbo boost.
So let's see if we get another nice return. That's what set up South Kitsap on the last drive was a return back to the 25-yard line. So see if we can get something like that again. Of course, that's because everyone was kicking off from their 20 last time. So
due to the penalty,
yeah.
right?
Actually, I think they kicked off from their 25. So yeah, due to the penalty. So we will see what happens here. I think they're going to kind of kick it short and to the right again. Usually what you do when you line up on the left.
From our vantage point up here, Phil and Brian, it does look like if he lines up on the left to kick it to the right, and South may switch or adjust their receiving formation at the time. But it looks like there's a really big hole over there, doesn't it, to the short right between the 40 and the 30? So maybe that's where he's aiming.
No, you're going to go.
Nope, kicks it
Gonna
right
go
down the
deep.
middle.
Going to let it go into the end zone. South just lets it go. So it'll come on out. So touchback on that and start at the 20-yard line. So South will take over first and 10. They got 5:49 left. And again, see if they can put together another nice drive and keep the ball moving.
Good time to give kudos to all the kids in the class that put this together, all the staff and all the hours of pulling wires, setting up cameras.
It's a lot of work.
Manning in this weather tonight had some really, really cool shots of the lights and the rain and put us up in this nice comfy booth up here doing it. So just a great job, kids and students, young men and women. So
at halftime,
fantastic.
we went to the control room, and there were some of the camera folks that the kids that were in, and they were wet.
So Franklin's going to get dropped for a sack, 5-yard loss on that play. He get swung around.
Might have got thrown down on his shoulder there. He's a little slow to get up.
Yep. So we'll see what we get here.
He came down pretty hard. Oh, staying in there. He's coming off.
No, he's coming off. So
there's a good shot of the control room down below us tonight. So
part of it.
Lots of things going on down there. Lots of metrics. I know it's super fun.
Glad we got smart kids working on it.
Yeah. I certainly share with my family and friends, and we go back and have a good laugh on it. And the quality's really, really good.
So new quarterback for South Kitsap, and just goes ahead and hands it off to Bryson again. So in is Bailey Kaiser for South Kitsap.
Nice individual effort again from Bryson. So Bryson's got to be sneaking up on 150, 160 yards. Wolves rushing tonight. I know at one point when Brian came in here, he was almost at 100 at the end of the third. So just a strong individual contribution by Bryson tonight and the Wolves offensive line.
Yeah, you can't get there without the line.
No, for sure. The ultimate team game,
so
isn't it?
Two receivers on each side right now for South Kitsap. And Bailey Kaiser is a 9th grader in that quarterback for South. So back to pass. And throws it kind of short. Nice effort made by Tommy Fry.
Tommy Fry just a little off. So I hope let's hope we can't see from our vantage point, but I hope Franklin's doing all right. Looks like he just either got thrown to the turf or shaken up a little bit, so maybe just precautionary to have him out for a series or two.
And now bring out a punt for South Kitsap. So, at this point, 4:43 left, and they have no big rush. Nice kick.
Yeah, the way that came out of there, I was expecting it to, even though it did get a South Kitsap roll, I was expecting it to take a bigger hop coming out of there. So,
winds up being about a 28-yard punt, 22-yard punt into the wind here.
This is where a lot of the coaches, at this point spread that they have here with less than 5 minutes to go, a lot of times you get some of your younger players or kids that aren't playing as much some experience, because you never know when you need them. You need the depth. And I think that's what Emerald Ridge is doing here.
True, and I mean, I hate to sound soft, but can you get a windshield wiper up here? It's raining. Still coming down pretty good. I did have to step outside momentarily, and I can confirm that it is raining. Yes, and windy.
So another handoff to left-hand side. South is there. And there's gain of maybe a yard on that play for Emerald Ridge.
Man, so
2nd and 9.
So guys, what's your best guess on over/under on carries for Malcolm Akufo tonight? 20, 25, 30?
I was going to say about 20, 25 at least.
Heavy diet of number 16, thrown at the Wolves tonight.
Yep, and that brings up 2nd down 9. So Emerald Ridge still has their starters in, Brian.
Yep. Well, they're watching the clock, and so they're working that clock down as far as they can before they have to snap the ball.
And that's number 13 in there for the handoff on that one, and that's Clayton Murray.
Nice tackle. Jason Pedro has, again, been all over the field tonight on the Wolves' defense, assisting in on that tackle.
Yep, brings up 3rd down and 7. See if South can get off the field.
Emerald Ridge is very conscious of taking their time on these plays and being smart about it, to be honest.
Good coaching.
Yep.
Good coaching.
I don't think, there's not a play clock on the field. Is there for the kids to look at? Or is this all?
No, there used to be.
There used to be. I thought there was one, but.
I don't know how they do that now.
Maybe the ref or the umpire behind the quarterback.
So another handoff, this time off the left-hand side of the line.
I think they're short, Phil. Oh, and they're going to be a personal foul on somebody in the pile there.
A little bit of
frustration.
Little frustration, little extracurricular.
Well, it's going to be unfortunate if it's against the Wolves, because I think they were going to force a 4th down there. We'll see. We'll make any judgment. We'll let the ref and the umpire decide it. So, yeah, I don't see a play clock on the field at either end. So maybe the umpire behind the quarterback is communicating with him on how much time is approximately left, because there's definitely a play clock, right? 30-some seconds they have.
Yeah, they usually have
is it 25 seconds or
35?
35 seconds.
So that's a killer. I mean,
So
you
it's
stop
after the
them.
play.
You stop them on 3rd down, and then you get the unsportsmanlike penalty count and give them the 1st down anyway. So, and you probably fire up.
There's some
Emerald
there's
Ridge
a shot
at
of
the same
some
time.
dedicated fans right there, folks.
Yep.
Visiting Emerald Ridge fans, and they are hunkered down.
Look like the 3 of us a few years back.
Yep.
Watching our kids.
Those are SSers, solid supporters over there at this point tonight.
So it brings up 1st and 10 from the South Kitsap 32-yard line from Emerald Ridge. Same formation they've been in, which is the 2 backs. They got 2 receivers over on the right-hand side, and basically folks are just letting the clock run down before they snap it.
Yeah, and as we're going down here, and as far as those solid supporters on the visiting side tonight, and it's just unique for the league out here. It's not like they're right down the road. I mean, they have a healthy drive to get back to their homes tonight.
Handoff bouncing out to the left-hand side, and he's going to be caught by a bunch of wolves after about a yard or two. So
who would be our closest league? Would it be
league
Bellarmine
or team?
Team.
Bellarmine is not in our league.
Yeah. Bellarmine's not in our league, so
no. I think it's would be Puyallup or Sumner. Which
Puyallup
is
or Sumner, one of those. So yeah, significant ways away, right?
Yeah.
So
Puyallup's closer to Sumner. I just got out my GPS and figured that out.
Again, quickest Googler I know, Brian Pickard.
That's because his Siri's always listening to us.
It's always listening to him.
So brings up 2nd and 10. The clock stopped because of the back went out of bounds. So this time, 2 receivers on the right, same formation, basically 2 tight ends. You're going to run up and to the left. And tackle's made right there at the line of scrimmage again. So
Josiah Oswega, man, just pounding, coming in heavy, as they say, coming in hot and heavy. Nice tackle by Josiah in the middle of the South Kitsap defense. I think number 3 felt the little repercussion of that hard tackle right there.
He's
So
gonna feel that
game's not over yet.
He's going to feel in the mornings when he's going to feel it.
So 3rd and 11, that's the loss of 1 on that play. And not going to shock me if Emerald Ridge just tries to run this again. So again, they're just letting the clock run down a bit.
He's got to be aware of somewhere of the clock.
And it is a run.
Get a tackle, so that brings on 4th down. There's minute 15. So they'll go for it, and should bring our clock inside of 30 seconds or so before the next play has to be run.
Old Glory is waving in the wind.
Well, the game got away from South a little bit in the second half, specifically starting there in the beginning of the 4th quarter, but first half was competitive. They had some really nice drives. Great night, great individual night for Bryson. I know he had a lot of carries and a lot of yards accumulated. The Wolves just came up short, and give Emerald Ridge credit. They have a really, really, really sound, solid running game with some really good personnel.
Yeah, absolutely. Take nothing back from or taking from Emerald Ridge. But you know what? The difference, though, from over the last number of years is South is competing. A few things, a few breaks, don't shoot themselves in the foot, with penalties and that kind of thing. And they're right there. So they're like I said, they're competitive. They're right there.
Brian, we've been here, for close to 10 years now doing these games. And for the last 4 or 5 years, how many running clocks have we seen?
A lot.
In the second half. I mean, it's been... Folks, I remember 35-0 at the end of 1 quarter in one game. So this is definitely an improvement. They're getting there. They're making steps in the right direction. This is the toughest league in the state.
Super hard, super competitive, and the Wolves, scored on the ground tonight, and they also scored in the air, right? So had nice pass plays and some individual efforts, but extremely, extremely competitive league in the state of Washington.
Yep. So this is going to bring up 4th and 6, 7, probably 7, I'd say. They have to get down inside the 23, almost to the 22-yard line. And I would really kind of expect them to keep on the ground again.
No reason to pass the ball.
And see if you can get it. And if you can't,
turn nice it over. Play. Good play by Jasper again, and also in on the tackle. Looks like number 70, Maui Mayapasa, in there, but also with a nice assist by Jasper Pedro coming in, and Wolves will get the ball on downs.
Turnover on downs. 1st and 10 Wolves at the 30-yard line. I don't think they're going to make up 21 points in the next 23 seconds, but,
Hey, a win's a win. So get them off the field, and good for them. They did get a stop.
So South comes out, single back, Bryson Clay. Hand off, and you could see Franklin Fox back in there, and Bryce takes it over to the left-hand side. He's going to gain about 9 yards.
Nice to still see him running hard. I mean, the game is out of hand, right? But doesn't matter. The clock is irrelevant when they snap the ball and you have somebody coming at you. So competitive spirit still in. And the last play of the game.
So, folks, that's the end of the game with the final score, Emerald Ridge 35 and South Kitsap 14. We'd like to give a big thank you to our video production students for their hard work. Thank you for joining us here at South Kitsap High School. Again, South Kitsap Wolves 14, Emerald Ridge Jaguars 35. Good evening from South Kitsap High School, and we'll see you next week.
Good night, all. Have a great weekend.